Jay juggles her tits.
There we
And then
go.
you feature
Get
with
rid-
Jay juggles.
Yeah, get rid of Jay's joy killers. Jay juggles her
Jay
tits.
juggles her
Jay
tits.
juggles jugs.
Oh! Hello and welcome to Joy Agenda, the podcast all about joy with me, Jay Lafferty.
And me, Hannah Campbell. We are Belly, stop. You've not been introduced yet.
Can I say that was music on Fiverr well spent? I mean, you guys went all out for that. Copyright free. Oh my goodness.
Well
Done.
Thank you.
To be fair, it used to be a whole song when
Yeah.
Amelia and I used to do the pod together. It
Never
was a
heard of that
whole
shit.
song, and then we decided when Hannah joined that we would cut it because it was a bit weird that Amelia was introducing and she wasn't here anymore.
So we just did the short one. So anyway, hello. We're doing the podcast, recording in Monkey Power Studios, and today we are joined by a very special guest, comedian and Scottish comedy icon. It's Billy Kirkwood.
What?
Yay!
Scottish comedy.
I think so.
I never wanted to get the book for an intro of my life.
All right, average comedian is
Thank
Billy
you.
Kirkwood.
Thank you. Goodness sake. I mean, it's at top of my CV when I send it out to people. All right, it says. All right. How are
Scottish
you?
comedy icon.
Wow,
Yeah.
when does that kick in? What do we get? Just comedy icon,
That
please.
is
That's not put a nation on it. It's,
Yeah, that's the issue.
Stop being xenophobic about it.
It's UK wide.
thank you. And Mull. Millport on a good
How
day.
are you, Billy?
I'm all right, actually. Just I was taking a wee sip. I got a fright. I'm good. Getting ready, looking for the friend. Busy. Feels like I'm really busy just now. It feels like it's a bit of a frantic period.
Yep.
And just running busy. I'm sure the people that live in my house are wonderful people and I would love to see them soon. So hopefully get to do that. But yeah, nice and busy. Delighted to be on the Joy Agenda.
Thank you.
Delighted.
Thank you very much.
Delighted, if you like.
Delighted. Thanks very much for coming. So tell us some of the busy stuff that you're up to then.
Right.
What have you been up to?
So just finishing off. So I didn't have like a flat out tour. I came up with this really smart idea about I'll stagger it. That'll be fine because then I can do other bits and bobs. But now I totally get why people just concentrate their tours because like you end up working on other stuff and then you're like, oh no, the show's falling apart in front of my eyes. So doing my last kind of run of tour shows next week, finishing up in Kelly, and then straight into getting ready for Edinburgh.
Right.
And about to start a new radio show as well. We were just talking about that just for going back in the wireless.
Very exciting.
Back in the wireless, digital radio,
Yeah.
whatever it is now, it's where we live. So yeah, doing that, doing the Wrestling Forever podcast, currently doing warm up on Mrs. Brown's Boys as well, which is a blast, and they treat me very nicely. Don't know why I felt like I needed to say that.
Just in case.
I don't warm up for other shows where they've kept me in a cage and they fed me toenail clippings and bits of people's arses. So so it's just kind of frantic just now, but looking forward to some. It kind of gets into what I'm talking about and stuff because I read the brief.
Well done.
Wow, you're like
And not
one of the
everybody
few.
does, so thank
Not
you.
Everybody reads the brief. Some people come on and go like, what am I talking
What,
about?
Joy?
we
What?
doing?
Gentleman broadcaster, especially comedians, must be like, Joy, what's that? It's like, oh, shut up, you prick. I am so sick of all these fucking, particularly, I'm going to say, like, all you white boys out there, I'm going to get this out of claim. It's like, oh, I'm so deep and miserable, oh, I'm so knackered. What is fucking tricky about your life, cunto?
Well, we found
Seriously.
the clip for the.
Here we go.
Fucking buckle up. Buckle up.
We're going to
Yes!
play this every time before every episode. Now we're just going to play Billy saying, buckle the fuck up.
Actually, I'm going to turn that into a meme, and whenever I see a male comic moaning, I'm just going to have Billy going, "White boy, buckle up!"
Buckle up. That should have been the name of the show. That should have been the name of my show at the Fringe this year. I'm just getting so fucking, especially when folk are like, oh, you know, deep, the neurosis of comedy and everything behind it. It's like, I've seen your set, mate. I have seen your set talking about, oh, you know what it's like when you're wanking, you got your eyes closed, you wake up, there's a cup of tea next to the bed. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I've just been made redundant. It's like, I've got a new girlfriend. No, you don't. You've been engaged for 4.5 years. So I'm just saying. Says me shelling out some of the same shit I've been doing for a decade, but hey, it's paying the bills.
It's always so funny when we see someone go on stage and they're like, so yeah, I'm single and dating, and you're like, you've just told me about your fiance, right?
Oh,
You just
man.
got married.
For I'm going to put my hands up. For ages after I was married, I was still doing engagement material.
But it's a good bit.
Yeah, it's a good
But it's
bit.
a good bit. You don't like to let it go. It's a good bit. Getting married ruined a whole bunch of my stuff, man. A whole bunch of my stuff. But no. It's so busy just now. Getting on with gigs. Excited to be gigging. It's been an interesting year, this last one. It's been interesting. For good and bad ways. Me and the big C had our big square up. And I won. Better not get too cocky just in case we go a second round or something.
You tried, but you failed.
You tried, you failed. Just dodge that, but you got me in the side. Just looking forward to the summer. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So the going back on the radio is going to be interesting because I was doing a digital station here in Edinburgh called Edge Radio, which I really enjoy. Actually, I really enjoy, and it was weird having because I won a radio award again last year. Humble brag, an international radio award. Humble brag, and I never really thought I think I'm done with I did bits of presenting for BBC Radio Scotland and all that, but no regular gigs unless you guys want to phone. Top of my CV says average comedic icon, and that's always nice. But I didn't think anybody would come in. I just kind of it's not going to happen. That it has. And I was telling you guys just before we came on, so many boxes got ticked. It was you motherfuckers. I thought I was genuinely out. But I think there's also a big thing because I used to do breakfast radio. And Jay, you remember during that period, I was not the best version of myself.
It was not a fun guy to hang out with.
I was not a fun bunny. I don't mind telling you. Miserable. I'm not saying no to breakfast radio again, by the way, just to make it clear that the money helped.
I love how you think the BBC High Hegians watch this podcast.
They're gonna now. They're gonna now, especially when that meme gets out there.
I
When
tell
that
you
meme
what.
gets out there, that's
We're
gonna
taking
I
down
love
the
it.
white boys.
I love it. Taking down one at a time, which is my favourite way to take them down.
Slowly.
Suddenly I got very nervous.
Slowly take them down. No, I mean violently.
Oh, right, sorry. I thought a ring binder was going to come out. Oh, and that's why we've got you here. I knew it. It was all a setup. So that's come about, and I'm doing it with legitimately one of my best mates, Rebecca Johnson. Shout out, Bex. I've spent the day with her in the car as well, so it'd be a prig move not to. Just makes me laugh and stuff like that, man. So I'm excited about it, and they are so supportive. Because when Jay, when you work on other things, sometimes other people are like, oh well, we want you to be your entire focus and don't do that. But these guys are like, the reason we're bringing you back is because we love what you do, and we want to continue doing that, and you get to talk about it when you're on the radio. And I was like, the last guys didn't like me talking about my stand-up at all. I was I felt like an abused bunny in a cage. But the carrot was in the wrong bit. You know what I mean? It's just
They wouldn't let you talk about it.
They were weird about it. They were weird about it.
Yeah.
And now these guys are fucking full tilt boogie, man. Full tilt. I remember one the old place, and I'm really not giving them a go. I wish them all the best. Not really, but I wish them all the best. I remember I was in an episode of Vera, right, and an episode of Shetland, right. I've been in Shetland a couple of times. But one of the
I like to watch Vera, and one of my favourite things to do is go, Billy!
Do you know, right?
Typing in the background, Billy!
I'm not joking, right? You see that fucking episode? I get so many comments. So Alistair Beckett King, when I walked in Cardiff at the weekend doing the Glee, he went, I saw you in Vera straight away. And I think it's because I'm doing stand-up in it. And a whole bunch of people just went, but you're not meant to be there. It's you doing stand-up in the middle of an episode of Vera. You're just not meant to be there. It'd be like somebody's mum folding washing in the middle of an episode of Downton Abbey. Oh, fuck's sake. But I was in an episode of Vera and Shetland, and some channel somewhere showed both of these on the same night. No. Right? I don't know what it is, some digital channel or something. And I remember one of the High Hegians apparently saw both these episodes and lost their fucking shit.
Why?
Because they were kind of like, why is one of these presenters on doing both? Why am I not on about? Why are the other presenters not getting this opportunity? And then the other bosses, instead of going, oh, he's a stand-up and he does other things, instead went, I just got an angry phone call from such and such, and you were kind of like, well, there's a couple of issues here. First of all, retrospectively, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Second of all, go fuck yourself. Because, so yeah, but these guys are like mad supportive and I'm excited about it. And I think it's going to be
awesome.
I think it's going to be fun. And the fact that it's not only just down in earshot, it's going to broadcast on DAB, which goes everywhere. It means that I can do fun things now. Like, you know, like your radio when you're growing up, you think it's going to be really fun and really kind of silly. So we got to do a bit more of that. I've ordered gonks. I've ordered bee bugs. I'm going to give away. I've always wanted to do that. I always want to be able to give away gonks. We've got a contest coming without giving anything away, right? You enter the contest, you get one gonk. You win it, you get two.
Oh, wow. High stakes stuff.
See,
High
I
stakes.
used to love Tiger Tim. You're way too young
Tiger
for Tiger Tim.
I used to use his toilet.
Sing one for
His
me.
toilet used to be in the studio. He used to be next to my studio.
Sing one for me, where you used to get to sing karaoke on the radio.
Love stuff like
Which
that.
I
man.
loved. And then there was another one where you did competitions and you would win like ice skating at the Paisley Ice Rink, or you would win like a day at St Enoch Centre.
Can I say, right, the big prizes, like when you hear like £500,000 or £50,000 are all very well and good, but see if you're just giving away something like a bag of chips, I'm not even joking, right? We did a competition giving away bags of chips on a Friday night. Those phone lines lit the fuck up.
Oh, nothing better than a
Folk
bag
went
of chips,
mental, man.
If somebody else has paid for your chips, they taste 90% better.
You're taken care of, and it's just what folk wanted. And you go to the boss, he's like, we could just give away stuff like that and give advertising to local stations, local businesses. No, there'll be none of that. There'll be none of that. And you're like, oh fuck, man. You know what I mean? So our new slogan is, and I've come up with it. So it's now Ayrshire Radio, turn an Ayrshire on. So turn an Ayrshire on. I don't know how long we're gonna get away with it. Because it's a new station and we're like, so we're going around places and we're going like,
we're here to turn you on.
And I was like, this is money. And I know there's going to be someone somewhere going like, that's ridiculous, that's disgusting. Okay, what competition do we have tonight? It's, are you getting pumped? We're giving away free petrol every Friday night. Which the only reason I've said that now on this and another video earlier on today when we recorded is like, that's my idea, and I think that's a brilliant idea.
That's a good idea.
Pumped. I like that.
An entire tank of petrol on us.
Yeah.
That's like 50 quid, 60
That's 50
quid.
quid. Do you know what I mean? 70, 80. It's probably going up as we're speaking.
Yeah, probably, absolutely.
Donald
Depends when you're watching this. It could be that
Could
petrol
be.
no longer exists. And
Yeah, exactly. We're just all travelling in dogs. And Donald Trump's losing his mind going, where are the dogs? Getting the dogs. They're treated like dogs. Where did they get waggy tails? Where's our waggy tails? We've got good people working on the waggy tail thing. Can't stand him. I can't stand him, but I kind of love him at the same time because he's just like,
no.
but it's the constant stream of consciousness. It's not the political things he says.
Yeah.
It's when he just starts
Does he
talking
say political things?
shite.
He's a fucking lunatic.
He just when he
comes
starts
out
just
with.
talking shite.
Yeah,
it's
when you're like,
Actually try to follow the thread of what he's saying.
You can't.
You can't, because he's a bit. I think he's ADHD. He's got some sort of undiagnosed something, because he starts with one sentence and 2 minutes later he's talking about something completely unrelated. And I do that. I get that, right? But I'm not running the fucking world. I mean, I should be.
I mean, that would be amazing. You going from like the middle of a bit and then going like, and why you at it? Do you know why you're at it? You know something? You're a guy, you need to buck up your fucking ideas. We're not sending you any more soda streams, Miss Lafferty. We don't send soda streams to Uruguay. Fucking right, we don't. Not against a good couple of Uruguay, by the way. Exactly.
We brought you here to ask you a question, Billy, so we're going to ask away. Billy Kirkwood.
Oh.
What brings you joy?
Well, this was such a mad one, really, because everything I tend to do that kind of brings me joy, I end up working, kind of moving into work in some way.
Okay.
Because, like, I thought about this, like, oh, I like wrestling, so I work for a wrestling company now. I've done that for 10 years. I love improv. I really like improv. I'll do that. Oh, we'll do a movie podcast. I like movies. Oh, we'll do a podcast about that. So I really can't fucking help myself. So I thought about, like, stuff in the real world.
Yeah.
And you know something that really brings me absolute joy? I don't know it's because it's the age of what I am. It's when I get to do fucking nothing. When I am off the grid. And I am that guy that turns his phone off. Yeah. I am that guy that just won't check social media. Mind what it used to be about social media. Fuck your social media. Like, and I realise it's in our veins, man. Yeah. But duct tape this into my hand, you know. But that's my big thing, is getting the chance to do nothing that involves work, nothing that involves anything. No, well, not nothing. I'm not going to just sit there and shit myself in my bed or something. Like, I'd get and do stuff. But that's my big thing, is getting to do nothing. Being off the grid, not working. Like, you hear these arseholes that say, like, win the lottery. and they go like, no, I'm still going to continue doing this. I am fucking gone. Like, I am a ghost, right? I'll fucking email Google, send them a check or something, and go like, just eradicate. I'm Billy Kirkwood. Who the fuck is that? Do you know what I mean? Like
this now if Billy ever disappears, right? Hopefully he's not been kidnapped by a psychopathic murderer, because we'll all just be must have won the lottery.
It's a ghost.
There's me duct taped in a basement somewhere.
Yeah.
Billy's like, surely they'll figure out soon that I'm missing.
He will come along. So that's my big thing. Like, I remember I took like a family holiday. It's kind of those things you learn, like, because people say like, oh, you're always busy, and it's like, well, first of all, like, I know where I am in the fucking chain of comedy. I've got to work hard to be busy. If anyone wants to offer me better, here's the thing. I do a lot, but none of them are successful. Let's face it. Like, none of them do well. But I appear to be busy all the time. So if I cut half of them down and did like one successful thing, fucking hell, like a North Stock Cube advert or something like that. I don't know why that's the one I went for. But
that's where the big time is in the North Stock.
Big money.
I went low. Right? I went low.
North Stock Cube are currently like on the phone going, we can get Kirkwood, go! We can get Kirkwood, get him, go.
Me and the advert having no idea what to do, like stirring it up and going, are you going to drink that? Is that not what you do with this shit?
Let's get pumped.
You make a broth of it. So I'll sell it at the lowest number. But no, we took like, it was being so busy, and you know that way, like there's been a couple of times in my life where someone's had to go like, or you could just take time off. You could kind of stop and what have you and go, oh, right, that's a good idea. So we took like a family holiday last year, man, and we still talk about it to this day, because it was like we did nothing. We didn't even fucking tell Andy. In fact, no, we weren't gigging on that night because it was New Year's Eve. Yeah. Oh, we were?
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And next day I was fucking off to Florida.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Because like,
went.
there was no pictures, nothing online. I started the new year, not in this fucking country, and eating a Mickey Mouse shaped cookie. Times were good. So I like it is genuinely something I like doing, and the fact I get to do little things like that during the day, just all the time, is perfect. You know that thing that we used to have before we did comedy, which was like life. So I'm getting back some of that, a little bit some of that.
Getting back to a little bit of life.
Yeah,
and I find it really hard because I had a situation, so I'm off this weekend. Basically what happened was I had a gig on Saturday night, and it was corporate, and something happened with their venue and it got pulled.
Yeah.
And I instantly was like, because I'm away on holiday next weekend, so I already knew that I was going to be off for a week, and I'm like, oh God, I better get something. And I put an email around that was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I put an email around basically going, hi, I've just had my gig pulled, so if you get any dropouts, whatever, I'll be around, I'm here. And my husband went, or you could just be off and you could get sorted for the holiday, and you could chill, and you could spend time with your son. And I was like, I could do that.
I could do that.
I could do that. So like that's what I'm doing. So after doing this podcast, I'm going out for my dinner with my family on a Friday night.
Lovely.
What an idea! Don't get me wrong. There'll still be that wee heartbeat panic. I mean, if the phone goes, I could still make the gig. But it's part of like going back in the radio. It's like I'll be able to concentrate more on the stand-up stuff, the good stuff, without frantically going. Need to have a gig. Don't get me wrong. Heather's more than right. It's like because I think I said I'd love to take a weekend off. Like a month, like one weekend or a Saturday or Friday, and not do that, not do the Wednesday. Fuck's sake, I better get a gig in the diary. Not saying I won't, but Heather has said like, yeah, but if a gig comes in that weekend off, you'll probably still take it. I went, yeah, I probably will, because the problem is I do still really love doing stand up.
Yeah,
and it's like these times, loads of times it would have been easy to fucking just give up and not do it anymore. I think every comedian goes through that.
Oh yeah,
but I still love it. I remember during COVID, doing one of the Susie McCabe gigs, you know, the green screen gig. I remember holding a microphone in my hand after I'd done the set and going, bastard.
Still there.
It's
still there. Bastard. I could have retrained. I could have like done.
I mean,
tiling.
that's what was it? The Conservatives wanted us to retrain. Remember, they had the whole thing. It was like the ballet retrain in IT. What?
That you make comedians?
You don't want us in IT?
You don't want us.
Kicking computers.
We'll never leave the house. I remember my last gig before COVID could not have been worse. Right?
Oh no.
It's like, mind that weird bit where like they went like,
we're not sure.
We're not sure yet.
Yeah,
I did a gig on March the 17th,
Yep.
2020.
Right, okay.
Right, and I remember that because it's St Patrick's Night. So the guy you phoned
right.
up is Billy Kirkwood, of course, and did it. And I don't think anybody will mind me telling this story. Right, it was Steak and Cherry in Glasgow, and everything was getting bleak, man. Like everything was getting bleak. We were hearing, I think the Stand had announced it was closing, Monkey Barrel announced it was closing. Like everything was getting like really bleak. But there we are doing a gig at Steak and Cherry. When half the country is shut down, and I remember like going, and it was miserable, man. There was like a family who I think had just come from a funeral, and I believe one of them was actually dying.
Oh,
He
no.
was not well, and of course they brought him on a big night out to a comedy night. What the fuck are you talking about? There's other couples in. The atmosphere was not good, and I won't say who organised the gig, but I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
Right, I'll tell you off air. But I remember going like, guys, this isn't a gig. We shouldn't be doing this. And the other comics were on like going, well, it'd be nice to get the pay and what have you. I went, absolutely right. You're absolutely fucking right. Knowing that I had the breakfast radio thing and I'm going to be all right for at least a little while anyway, but it was still miserable. And the gig couldn't be more horrible. Like really, it was so bleak. I remember Rick Molland was emceeing, and I remember just putting my hand on Rick's shoulder and going, just not like this, Rick. I don't want the last one to be like this.
Let's not go out like this.
Just promise me there's another, well, even if we have to do like an underground thing or something, like just form the world's biggest bubble or something, just not like this, man. Not like this. And then fucking hell, here we are. So taking time off or spending time in the real world is a genuine bit of joy. Even just going to cinema with my kids on a Sunday morning, not being knackered from like gigging the night before, working that whole 20 minutes. Oh my God, how do we survive? And then like just going with the kids and just enjoying it, just being in the moment, turning the phone off and stuff like that. Keeps you fucking sane.
I think it does. It keeps you. My only problem with turning the phone off is that you've then got to turn it back on.
And then it's just that bombardment.
That is the bit that, because.
Or even worse, you turn it on and there's fucking nothing.
And you're like,
what?
you're like, just from Domino's,
I must have
that's
lost
fine.
signal or something. That can't be right.
Oh no, I appreciate exactly what you're saying. I think a bit of unplugging it brings me a lot of joy. You've done a bit of unplugging in the last wee while.
Have
you
I?
were in New York.
Oh, I was on holiday,
yes.
yes.
You were in Italy.
Yes.
I like
Nice.
how you forgot about it. So, was it?
I thought you
That's good though.
So yeah, that was
How did you find New York?
I loved it. It was good.
Yeah.
We went end of Feb, so it was really cold, but it was blue skies, so that was great. So no, it was good. It was my husband's first time in America, and we had a lovely time. Just lots of wandering about. Got very, very violently drunk one night, so that was
Nice.
also. Then wandered about MoMA the next day, absolutely hanging out my arse trying to look at art. That was fun as well. But no, it was great. It's really expensive though.
Yeah,
But
I've been in New York twice, and it's been for work both times. And it's one of those mad things. Like I always went, I'm going to make it in New York, and I just get the feeling work's going to take me there at some point. Sounds really mad, but it's like I just get the feeling
It's calling you.
something's going to get me there. Well, so I'm never going to book a holiday, and then I got like a kind of paid holiday, so that was amazing. And I really liked it, although I thought it was fun when I phoned home for the kids, and all they were interested in like, have you seen the turtles?
Oh.
Have you seen the turtles? Because I know they're out there somewhere. And I went, I'll do better than that, boys. And then I showed them the bridge from Home Alone 2 with the pigeon lady, and like Moriarty lost his mind. He went, holy shit! Holy shit! And now they want to come to New York, and it was like, for you lads, I think that's all that's here. From the M&M store, which Ian TC can tell the story. I'm a skinflint. I have pictures of me in the M&M store, and then putting the stuff back, going down the street. And buying stuff from like a pharmacy or something, because it's so fucking expensive. Like $80 for a fucking plastic apple filled with M&Ms. Go fuck
so
yourself, man.
expensive. Because everything is like a movie set. Like you see, and it is like you do. You're like, oh my god! And even like the cabs and the steam in the street and everything. So yeah, it's a bit like.
And then
It does feel like I did feel like that. It's like an attack on your senses where you're like, oh, this feels like I've been here before. But
Yes.
it actually is because you've seen it.
Yeah.
You've grown up
so
with
much of it. Yeah.
And then there's people like trying to give you like I knew the hugging thing in like in Times Square. So the people dressed up in like outfits and all that, like under no circumstance like these bastards hug you, and then don't take a photo with them because then they go like, oh, take a photo and they go
money.
right 10 quid, and then the Batman that jumped in the back goes, oh, where's my 10 quid?
Yep.
And then you just get like done and all that. It's like, fuck you, Times Square. Fuck you, but I had a great time.
No, it was really
Where
good.
was that place you went? Italy.
Yeah, went down to Sorrento. That was nice as well. So
Sorrento's my favourite part of Italy.
Is it?
No, I know nothing about Italy. That's a fucking goddamn thing.
It is my favourite. Positano is my favourite, as you know.
So that was lovely as well, and it's nice just to get away for a few days and just turn everything off and
unplug, chill
yeah,
out.
exactly.
Try not to answer emails and stuff, especially if it's like a really good one that comes in. You're like, well, maybe just a wee
I
2
know,
minutes.
but that's always the thing. It's always something that you're unexpected comes in.
But it's going to be there, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big believer in like not being too stressed about things in these days because you stress about plenty. Like my wife says I should get tattooed on me. It's like not my circus, not my monkeys. Because like I just don't let things fucking annoy me. Or the other thing is, if I get annoyed about something, I do go, right, imagine what your life would be if you weren't pissed about this. Just imagine for a second. It's like, right, okay, well, probably nothing would happen and I'd be away doing something else. All right, I'll just not be annoyed about it then.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like some mad psychological trick I've picked up somewhere, but fuck me, it works.
It works.
Just
and you can just be like, I'm done, and just forget
just
about
like,
it.
well, fuck it. Like, that seems a better option than this.
Yeah.
But if it's important, you go, well, I'd still be angry about this because I need to sort that. It's like, all right, that's probably important then.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, man, it's not important.
It's not
Yeah.
important.
Why bother worrying about it?
And I think that's like a good one. We've talked about it a few times in the pod before, where comics, and I'm sure it's the same with all kind of art-driven things, where you'll see somebody getting something, and that instantly thing of you going, oh, why did I not get that?
Yeah.
And I have reprogrammed myself now to be happy for them instead of instantly being like,
You motherfucker.
oh,
Fuck you. So I know
now
I'm
you're
so
like,
happy for you.
oh.
How did Mark Jennings get the Mark Jennings show on BBC One? Why did Arnold get that? And you're like, because he's Mark Jennings. Oh, that would actually make a lot of sense. We'll give Mark. You know what I mean? It's just one of the. But you're right. It's a way because I think like especially like new comics get like kind of programmed in it. Then it's that bit where they're like best of pals. That'll be amazing. That they all turn on each other.
It's like Love Island. They all just.
And they're like, oh, I do love that bit. It's like, but none of them are shagging. None of them because they're all rancid.
We came up together.
We came up together.
Me
Yes.
and Mark came up together.
Oh my god, the number of times I went run it. So Jay would stay. Here's the thing. I remember one time Jay stayed in my house along with Mark. We were gigging somewhere late at night, somewhere in Ayrshire. I cannot wait to wake up in the morning just to kick open the door and goes, smells like sex in the air, right? Just, and Jay's already fucked off home and Mark's in there. I was like, you motherfucker. I might even phone you. I was like, you motherfucker, Lafferty. You motherfucker.
I was like, oh, sorry, I had like something to do in the morning, so I'd left.
I'd be lying there all night waiting.
Being like, oh, it's going to be
This
great.
is going to be fucking brilliant. This is going to be fucking like hell holding me down going, under no circumstance you going up for at 6 o'clock. Motherfucker.
I mean, Mark had probably had a wank when I left.
Probably, in all fairness. There was definitely an air. Good, and you know something? Good for you. Good for you. One on the house. We had to burn those curtains, though. I'll say that for nothing.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was back in the day.
We did start together. That's mental, isn't it?
We did. I
Things
know.
are
So
where
we were all together, but we never turned against each other.
No, because like we were graduates of FG's class, right? Which is weird because I meet comics that I've kind of, and this is, I don't think this is a slight on G Vev at all, but it feels like they've like, oh no, I started doing my gigs at the Stand. It's like when you're a graduate of FG's class, they almost like rewrite their history a wee bit.
Yeah.
Well, we've always been very proud of it.
Very proud of
course.
it.
Very proud
That's
of it.
amazing.
And of course, you won the award this year with the Provost, and I was like, could not have been happier.
Oh, it was great.
Could not have been happier. I wasn't there. Couldn't.
I was there.
I was not there, and I felt like I can't remember what I was doing. I was doing a wrestling thing. Sorry. I was doing a wrestling thing, but I was so delighted. And Viv's just like amazing. If you're ever needing to recharge your batteries about the stand-up industry, just spend time in Viv G's company.
Oh, she's
And
so...
she just like, I just think she's amazing, and and so many people have got good, amazing things to say about her.
Oh,
Like,
I've never met anybody who had a bad word to say about her.
Yeah.
And if I did meet somebody that had a bad word,
Red
I'd be
flag
like,
for them.
yeah.
what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Red flag for them,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
We're like,
You
the
just
fuck
be
are you
like-
talking about?
How can you not?
It's like, well, you're on about Viv G, like, killed my mum. And well, what did your mum do?
Really
She
fucking
must have done
deserved it.
something.
What did your mum do? Because the G-Star doesn't. I'll never call you the G-Star again.
I think that brings us nicely on to the next section.
So, Jay's joy killers.
Love it.
Yeah. So, we talk about something that kills your joy. So, Billy, tell us, what does kill your joy?
I've kind of covered it slightly, so I won't go too into it. But it's people that are outwardly and unpurposely miserable.
Yeah.
It fucking does my head in, and you get it. It's like too cool for school, man. Right? Too
Yeah.
cool for school. I can't fucking stand it. We get it a lot in comedy. We get it fucking everywhere, man. It's like it's also people that are just like negative Nancy's. What the fuck, man? You know that way? It's like I'm entitled to my opinion, and it's like maybe you're not.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Maybe you should just shut the fuck up and get on with whatever you're doing. So we get it as comics. It's like, I didn't enjoy the stuff. Well, I'm entitled to my opinion. Are you? How many fucking gigs have you done?
It's when you see, and I mean, it's one of these things where a comic will put something up, and I don't do it very often, but now and again, you have a little look at, peek into the comments, see what it was. No funny.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like, why have you put that?
My personal favourite is this supposed comedian that is
yeah.
like,
Oh my
wow.
God. Like,
You
why
think
would
that? You think
comment
that's
that?
cutting to the core,
I know.
man? You think that's cutting? I pay my fucking taxes on the back. I've pulled that out a couple of gigs. I don't mind. I pay my fucking taxes and being funny. You pay yours and being a cunt. I don't say that. Like the first bit, I think in my
Imagine
head.
if you could pay your taxes by being a cunt.
Oh, that'd be
Oh man, Scotland would be all
we'd
good.
be the richest country in Europe.
We would be the richest country in the world. So that's one of my things. Like even like like I was talking about like the Fringe. You get people like, oh, I'm so exhausted. I don't know what to do. It's like, but this is your job, mate. This is what you're meant to be doing.
It's when I always equate the Fringe when comics start going, oh God, I'm so knackered, I'm exhausted. And I'm like, you're literally, August is the only month of your calendar year where you have to work like everybody else has to work this full 12 months of the year.
Yeah.
That is it. It's the only time where you're expected
Yeah.
to work as hard as everybody else in your life works.
And also, everyone doesn't else go out and get pissed or take like
Yeah.
fucking horse tranquilizers or whatever the fuck is going around that year. So when I remember one year, you know the creamery bottle. Or should you say this? Well, fuck it, here it is. You know the cream bottles, like you put the gas canister in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, like I remember watching a group of comics having that, and when they're all kind of buzzed back on, I was
Yeah.
kind of like, "You having a good time, lads?"
I don't get people that do like
I
those.
you look like dicks.
It's
You know?
so like I don't know.
That's
what they
instant death as well.
Nang,
if it
I
goes
don't know
wrong.
if they call it, but it's called Nangs in
Oh, wow.
New Zealand. I don't know if that's what it's called here. And people did them, and I'm watching someone do it for the first time. I was like, "Have you got a can of fucking squirty cream?" I was like, "What,
that's it, yeah.
what are you doing with your life?"
You know, it was good when you were younger. We buzz up in.
One of the a wee Sharpie.
I mean, we've got poppers, man. Just use poppers.
Just use bottles. What's wrong with people? But yeah, that is one of my main things. I have been
Yeah.
known to go, fuck this. I'm off. I'm
Yeah.
off. Particularly if you get in green rooms. Like the last couple of weeks, I've had like really lovely green rooms at gigs, and it always makes a big difference.
It so does, doesn't
Really, really does. Like it's like me, Mike Rice, and Beck Hill. We went and got ramen together, and you're like, oh man, it makes such a fucking
The
difference.
noodles, not shagging.
No, yeah. Oh yeah, I realised that in my accent. That sounded like. I apologise. Mike is a very attractive man in his own way. And then I think it was like Alistair Beckett, King, and Tom Ward, and like it's just like
good people.
good fun. Do you know what I mean? And just having it does make such a
And
difference.
Alistair Beckett King, you can get a good conversation about his children's books. Like,
Fucking anything, man.
but
it's like
I
a
love-
renaissance.
He writes. He looks like a ghost, and he writes children's literature. And they're like mystery novels. I can't wait until my wee one is old enough to read them.
Yeah. He looks like he's not real. I always think he looks like you're like an alien from another planet who's just got what he thinks a human man
suit.
looks like.
I'm in my man suit.
You know, every now and then, like the thing will drop, and it was like it's. I don't know what he could say, but it's like, "Hello, Earth humans." What was that, Alistair? Like one day that hair's gonna come to life and rear up like a cat. Like, oh
His
shit!
hair is fabulous.
They say that's fabulous.
It's so like he's one of these one of the people, and Stu Murphy until he recently cut it was another male
Couldn't believe
comic.
that.
I was
Oh,
gutted
right.
when he cut
What
his
the
hair.
Whenever
fuck?
Stu walked in, I was like, "Stu, your hair!"
Everybody wants the Murphy do.
Oh my
Everybody
God,
wanted the Murphy
I've
do.
never seen hair so luscious and beautiful in all my life. Him and Alistair Beckett King had the best hair in comedy.
Fucking.
I know.
Yours is beautiful too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh shit, ladies, yours is amazing.
Yeah,
by the way,
yours
just to
does.
make that clear. You can tell I've been married 21 years. It's,
God, is that 21 years?
It's
Because I was at your
it's
wedding.
about 21 years. Yeah, we were trying to figure it out the other day.
Because you got, well, I was at your wedding party because you got married in
We
Disney
got married
World.
in Orlando.
In Orlando.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
But then they had a party and they had the Blues Brothers as the entertainment, and it was the best. I was,
my God.
I
It
had
was
such
good.
a good night.
It was good
Such
fun.
a
It was good
night.
fun. Back when I drank, oh my God.
You did drink,
Yeah.
and it was also the first. I think it was the first wedding I'd ever been at that had bacon butties,
That's right.
because that wasn't a thing.
It's quite a new
That's
thing.
How it was.
Oh my
It
God.
wasn't like a
that
thing.
and Kelly pies. God, I
That's
don't
great
even know how
brain
long
trip.
I'd been doing stand. Maybe a year.
Yeah.
Maybe a year. We were all really new
We
at
were
that
new,
point.
yeah.
We were all really new. And I was talking about my wedding the other day because this has happened twice to me, because we had a humanist ceremony because we're not religious. I've got a thing coming up in the BBC soon about atheism, which is going to cause some fucking problems. I can tell you that. So, but the minister, Reverend, who's, I can't even remember his name. I want to say Reverend Roy. I think that was his name. And he started talking about like, oh, I did a wedding on Concord once. It's like, oh, right, okay. What was that for? It was a British TV show. We made wishes come true.
Oh,
Do you remember the name of the show?
Yeah, I remember the name of the.
Yeah, Jim will fix it.
Oh no!
Yikes! Oh,
And it happened again. So I toured with the wrestler Roddy Piper, and he's in the car and what have you, and we got to know each other pretty well. And he went, I was here in like 1992 when I just left the WWF for a little while to make a movie, and we were doing a little tour, and I did this wrestling thing on this TV show, and I'm going like,
oh no!
no. I was like, do you remember what it was like? Oh, it was hosted by a guy that was Jimmy something. And
Oh, no.
oh God! It was a Jim will fix it. And me and Chris Brooker were like both sitting there looking at each other. And he
Do
goes,
we tell him?
How's Jimmy doing? Oh no, well, no,
Not the
well.
best.
And he just was oblivious. And he was like, and he was a man of the world. And he went, what's happened? And he went, well, brace yourself.
Oh no! That is
And
not
I'm
something
breaking
you.
that, and I could feel like a slight element of panic, like even retrospectively, he must have been going like, "Oh fucking!" I mean, was that show like that hasn't like come up or anything, has it? And it's like, no, I think you're clear, man.
Yeah, you're all
I think
right.
you're clear.
There's a lot of people on it. You're
Yeah.
There's
fine.
a lot of people on it. A lot of people
my
on it.
God.
I knew somebody claimed that his dad had bought his camper van, but it turned out to be nonsense. And it's like, you fucking dined out in that for like years, mate. We all thought you were cool. So that's my thing, like, is people being out on their purpose, particularly in our industry. It's like, buck the fuck up, man. Cheer up.
Yeah.
Because, like, we all have, like, miserable moments in our life, but actually doing the gigs.
Exactly.
It's, like, the fun bit.
And also people that like don't get excited about anything as well in that camper.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, another gig. And it's like, you get to go and do this. This is
It is a
amazing.
real privilege. I know I've said this multiple times, but
It's
it's like
very
such
true.
a privilege to do what we do.
Yep.
And to pay our bills doing
Yeah,
it.
and at least the cool shit. Like, God, if I was concentrating or actually had some artistic integrity, maybe I would only just concentrate in stand up, but it leads to other things as well, like
Exactly.
cool stuff. Like, I've got no complaints, man. If it ended tomorrow, I really couldn't complain. I mean, I'd love to have more money and be better known, and maybe my standard of my comedy be better. But all these things I can work on. But it's like, fuck, man, I got to go on a tour bus with ICW, like touring up and down the country, the wrestling thing. I did lose them the tour bus contract, but we can come up to that another time. So it's all right. So,
How did you do that? You
Well,
can't just say
yeah.
that and then gloss over it.
Here's what happened. So I'm next to the guy that was the head gaffer. I won't mention his name or what have you at this point because he won't appreciate it. But we're on tour and he gets an angry phone call and he's going like, "What? What do you mean? There's a picture of one of the wrestlers on top of the tour bus. What's he doing? Surfing? Oh, that's ridiculous." And he turns to me as if to go like, "Who was it? Who was it? Who would do that?" And I'm already going, and I could see the look in his face like, nobody would do that. Right, okay, well, I'm going to find out exactly who it was. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I didn't know they'd be looking at my fucking Facebook page.
Oh,
And there's
my
me on
God.
top of this bus going, hey! Fucking hell. And they're like, return the bus as soon as you're done. That's it. We had to get another tour bus company.
oh my God.
But like doing from stuff to that, like, doing a little bit of kids TV and doing all this stuff, like we get it because like we're so enthusiastic about it and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
I don't think anyone's going like, that guy looks miserable. Well, maybe a Hollywood director. That guy, that girl, they look fucking miserable. I mean, I want to hurt myself watching these people. Let's put them in a movie.
Let's put them in show business.
Let's put you in the pictures, kid.
One of the things that you were chatting about earlier that I love doing, and lots of comics are a bit about, is the warm up stuff. So I love doing TV warm up.
Yeah.
Because it's a laugh.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun. I did it in New Zealand for a while, and you just get to chat to people, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's happening?" You're like, "I know this person and this happening," and it's just really good fun.
I know, and you do, and you feel there is that little bit of me where you feel a little bit special.
Yeah, because
like I've done the New Year's, the Hogmanay,
That's right,
for quite a few years now, and this year, the one that's just passed.
No way, they've just filmed it.
No.
It was me. That's madness.
Very organised.
The one that they did, Marty Pello was on it.
He was all over that.
There's no party without Marty.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And it was all these middle-aged women, so women my age and slightly older, quite a bit older, and they were fucking excited.
Were they?
Oh,
Frothing.
excited.
They were like humming like this. You just feel it. Feel the vibration.
One person had driven all the way from Bristol, but it was a shame because they were doing 2 recordings. So they do like the Not Quite Hogmanay show, and then they do the Hogmanay show. Yeah. And on the Not Quite Hogmanay show, Marty was only doing 1 song, and on the Hogmanay show, he was doing like 4. And so I knew this, and this woman had got tickets, like, because it's a ballot, right? And she come all the way up, and she brought roses, and oh my God. And like he literally did 1 song, and then she came over to me and she was like, "Is Marty coming back?" Because I was like standing at the back of the room, and I just couldn't, like, I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back." I knew he was away. I was like,
this poor woman.
I was like, I said to the floor manager, I was like, "Could we not just get our tickets to come back into the afternoon?" And they were like, "No, it's full." And I'm like, I feel so bad. Brutal.
As long as I love it. I've done the Robot Wars. That was my one. That was the hardest one.
I can
Hands
imagine.
down the hardest one I've ever done.
Trying to entertain people who
Robots,
were just excited
man,
about it. We do not find this funny.
You're giving me nothing, Sergeant Slam, or whatever your name is. I can't even remember their fucking names. Sir Kills-a-Lot, that might be in there. Sir Kills-a-Lot. No, it was like in this big like round arena, and you've got like 600 people and all that.
So were you in the middle, or were you walking
around? I would like jump between being in the middle, because like when the robots came out, I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. Like I was nowhere near it. But even then, you feel like you're miles away, and you're trying to entertain people in the round, but there's a big fucking giant cage or perspex thing. I remember like keep reassuring people that there's under no circumstance can anything get through this. Like if a bit of robot breaks, can it happen? And I still remember day 3 when a panel shattered when a bit of robot came out and 600 people went. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell. I have no idea what to tell you. I have got nothing. I have been lied to. I think I might have even gotten the mic and said, I have been lied to. I have been lied to. I don't know if anyone wants to leave. I guess you kind of. But then it was mad things because it was a giant warehouse and I'd never had it. But they was like, so there I am with these 600 people. And if something broke down, right, a technical show like that, I don't know how I'd feel about doing it again unless the money's right, gladiators. And it breaks down, like, you can be there for an hour.
Oh,
a fucking hour. That's a Fringe show. Yeah. And even at that, like, you know, you can't spunk away because you're going to be there for like 6 hours, you know, doing bits and bobs. And then mad thing was happening, like, they'd come suddenly, a production assistant would appear, it's like, we need you to stop talking. It's like, why? Because they're filming on the other side of the thing and they can hear you. It's like, what the fuck do you expect me to do for 600 people? In silence? What the fuck what are you going to do?
This is how you became really good at mime.
Yeah, and a contemporary dance, they loved it. But then they couldn't have fucking clapped because they're like, could you stop clapping? It's like, it was panic-inducing.
Yeah.
Panic-inducing. And when they actually went like, oh, there's not going to be another series, the first time ever I think it went, thank fuck.
Thank God for that.
Thank fuck. But then like, currently I'm doing like Mrs. Brown's Boys and it's loads of fun. It's loads of fun. A comedy show or an entertainment show, you'll know that it's completely different. Like if you do like... I'll tell you my best one, right?
Go on, Billy.
Tell you my best one, right? So I did a quiz show, right? It was called Win Your Wish List, right? Now, it's been on Channel 5 with a chef that's recently been cancelled, so we can move on that.
Okay.
But the original version of it starred Shane Ritchie, who was a fucking sweetheart, right? An absolute sweetheart, right? And we had loads of fun in the show. The audience were always really up for it, blah, blah, blah. But I do remember there was a couple that the audience decided they hated.
Oh, no.
Love it.
And I'd never seen it before, but the audience went, we don't like them. because I can't remember what it was. She said something like, "Yeah, we're here to win prizes for my flat." And they go, "Oh, you're moving in together?" And she was like, "No, we're not moving in together." And it was like, "Okay." And you could just feel the audience go,
Don't like her.
"Don't like her at all. Don't like, he's getting nothing." And he went, "Oh, is he getting something?" "Nope, nothing." "Okay." And then they made it all the way to the final and they fucked it.
Did they?
They fucked it. But to make matters worse, there was a technical glitch and they had to refilm them fucking it a second time.
Oh, no.
And we had to take the audience out because the woman lost her fucking mind. She lost her fucking mind. They were upstairs arguing, losing. I think they broke up.
Oh my God.
I think they literally broke up during the taping. And the audience get taken out. It's like, well, we can refilm it and we can just refilm it without the audience here. I think we've managed to find a way to do that. You can go if you want, Billy. Went, "Oh no.
I'm
staying for this one." You could have had a fucking pin drop. I loved it. These two just fucking hating each other.
They had to do it as if
I think
they didn't know what was happening.
Even Shane Richie's kind of like, I'm so happy about this.
Oh my God.
I'm so about God, him, what a fucking sweetheart. But no. So Mrs. Brown, a comedy show makes it kind of different because everyone's in like a really good mood.
Yeah.
Everyone's excited about seeing it, and you're doing giveaways, and I do like mad shit and all that. That's when my Celine Dion bit was born. I don't know if you've ever seen my Celine Dion bit. It was born doing warm up for Mrs. Brown's Boys because I turned up with a blanket. And I've had an idea. And it's loads of fun. It's loads of fun. So I love doing warm up. It's always good. It's always good.
Great.
Well, we finish off with a little
Final section, which
section.
is called
here we go.
Hannah's Headlines. So I bring in a story that has brought me joy or that has piqued my interest. And really this week, there's only one thing that everybody's been talking about. And it is the weather in this country.
Oh, fuck yes.
Everybody. And we just love it. We lose our minds. This is not a news story anywhere else in Europe, but we lose our minds. So it was 25 degrees was the hottest temperature here in Scotland. I think we got up to 29 in London.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. So yeah, I love it I love on a hot day going to a park and watching Scottish people in the sun because it's so good because you'll see like girls, it's like anything above 17 degrees, girls in full bikinis sunbathing,
wow.
People that have never cooked outside trying to light a disposable barbecue, lads with calippos and cans of Tennants, like, and then in the middle of it, just tourists in puffer jackets, so confused because they're like, this is not warm enough to be doing this.
And you just sitting there in the park in a lifeguard's chair going, yeah.
Yes, this is. I'm right at a Fringe show, guys. So if you do some stuff this
Sizzle,
week,
my pretties, sizzle.
it's good. So yeah, but I just like how we all just lose our minds when it's. Have you been enjoying the sun while it's been out?
Do you know, it's kind of weird, like, because as a kid, I remember loving it. Like, summer seemed to go on forever, didn't they? They were like 6 weeks. That's bullshit. And then there was definitely a period where I probably became all gothy, to be honest. I'm like, no, I prefer the rain. The rain cleans everything. Especially even my soul, which I don't have. Because
I'm God.
Because I'm goth as fuck. Oh my God, Gina G is a bop. And then, like, as I've got older, I really, because I got less, I love the sun. I absolutely love the sun now, despite the fact I've come dressed up like a gangbanger, to be honest. Just fucking stay off my patch. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm loving the top buttoned and then this.
It's to give the illusion of me being slimmer than I actually am.
Does that work? Fuck, I'll need to try that. Just tits hanging out. Just
Jay,
top button, tits hanging out.
Jay, you're not going to do it in a gown. You're not going to do it in a gown. You've got all the wrong ideas. It's like, I think you'll find not one person has said I look fat, but they are commenting about your tits hanging out. What
no
are you
one's
doing?
looking at your waist or your arse, but
I gotta say, not one person.
I don't know what that was. That's me juggling my tits.
That looks like another pair you've brought from home.
That's my extra set of tits.
It's just, you don't have an extra set of tits, what's the matter with you?
The audio listeners will be really enjoying this.
they'll be like, what's happening?
I can tell you right now, this is a sight to behold. A sight to behold if you're in the audio realm. There's going to be one person loving that. There's a Patreon.
We should start a Patreon where I juggle my tits. Jay juggles her tits.
And then you
We'll
feature
get a
with
theme.
Jay juggles.
Yeah, get rid of Jay's Joy Killers. Jay juggles her
Jay
tits.
juggles her
Jay
tits.
juggles jugs.
Oh, Oh,
It rides itself.
And then you turn on and it's just you chucking pottery in there. Nah. Ah, fuck it.
Producer George looks really offended. He's like, it's gone to a happy place in his own mind.
Good for you. But I know I love this. I do really enjoy this one. It's the heat.
Yeah, you
It's
like
the
a bit
heat.
warmth.
It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. That's every old guy has
They do
ever
love
said.
to say that.
I remember my
It's
dad.
humid.
It's the humidity. Have a cup of tea and you'll cool down. Shut up, Davy. That's pretty much every conversation with my dad when I'm over the age of 21. No, I love it. It's always such an like even this picture here. Like growing up in Irvine, we had like a little like boating pond and stuff. Like you go out and hire boats. Even the idea of that, like us hiring boats, we must have been like 8. It's like my eldest is 12 now.
Yeah.
And like the idea of going like, I wouldn't fucking let you anywhere near a pedal boat.
I know.
I would just be there losing my mind. My boy, turn it around, you know. It's just such a wonderful period, and I really like that. That's like a happy place to go back to.
Yeah.
Although I do hate the heat. I also share a bed with a woman who's very warm.
Oh, right, okay.
Fucking love her, man.
Listen,
Fucking love
we're
her.
at a time in our lives, Billy. We're at a time in our lives.
The
It's
lava
always
women.
been roasting, man. It's like shagging a George Foreman grill. Do you know what I mean? It really is.
On that
And
note,
I'm not just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love her. I mean, she's like a rugby fucking player. Like I do not fuck about. Like she's like TP in a gum shield. She's like, "You're getting it, wee man. You're getting it tonight." And I'm like, "Okay, so yeah, I'll go do some stretches and run up and down the side of the pitch."
fantastic. Now, tell the listeners, viewers, where can they find you if they want a bit of Billy?
Yeah.
All right. Best place is probably if you find me on social media, Instagram and X. Even though we're on our way out, I get X. Let's face it, it's fucking.
I've quit X.
Good for
Come
you.
off.
Indeed. But if you do Google Billy Kirkwood comedian, it's me. So that's a good place to start. But I'm going to be back at the Fringe this year, doing a couple of shows at the Fringe. I'm going to be doing Chaos, which is kind of about the last year. Then there's going to be what the fuck else? I'll be hosting the Pick of the Fringe every day.
Yay.
And what's the fucking last one? Oh, and Englishman, Irishman, Scotsman's going to be back for one more run. So I think that's going to be cool. So I'm doing all those at the Beehive. So basically, I've got myself a place of work that I don't leave.
Just stay in the Beehive for the entire month.
Walk up, do the gigs, fuck off.
Yep.
So
Perfect.
That's what I'm doing this year, and then we'll see what comes. And I guess the new radio show and podcast and shit. It's on the link tree because I'm not updating a website.
Yeah.
I've got a link tree now.
Yeah, if you want to know
I
it,
think
Google
the
it.
websites are
Don't be so
old
lazy.
now. We just need the link
Yeah,
tree. That's it.
everybody says about
Websites
it.
are dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just Google
Although
it.
I should say I still get it's a frustrating thing because I still get inquiries from
Yeah,
the website.
so I still
Do
get
you?
And
inquiries
it's
via
like,
my website.
Man,
Can't get rid of it.
so I can shut the fuck up. Even though the picture that's on there is a much slimmer version of the man you're talking
Corporates
to.
always come through the website.
They always come through the website.
Yeah, I very
They al-
rarely get corporates through the old link tree.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you got stuff to punt?
Just the Fringe. I'll be at the Fringe doing my show Me at 4:20 every day in Blether Room at Gilded Balloon Part House. What about you?
Brilliant.
I am doing J. Lafferty Ooft at the Stand 1 at 5 o'clock every day.
Is that how you say it?
Ooft.
Well, I've been saying Ooft.
I'll be like Ooft is good as well.
It's just I wasn't quite sure because it completely changes the idea of the show. Like Ooft, it's like J. Lafferty Ooft, J. Lafferty Ooft. It's like what's she done?
And she's going to juggle her jugs and it'll be rough.
Oh my god, you're going to get two very different audiences into those shows. That's clever marketing, Lafferty. That's clever
I
marketing.
know what I'm doing.
Good for you. Oh, and commiserations. By the way, I meant to say that about Gene Hackman.
I know. Jean.
Old school.
You've no idea what we're talking about.
No.
Billy knows that Jean and I used to be a thing.
Oh, right,
Back in
okay.
the day.
Well,
Back in the day.
commiserations.
When I came back from LA, Billy started a rumour that I had been there with Gene Hackman and for literally, and I do not lie when I say this, for about the first 10 years of my 20-year comedy career, Billy Kirkwood would introduce me on stage.
She's actually fucked
She's
Gene
actually
Hackman.
fucked Gene
Please
Hackman.
welcome.
When I saw he passed, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, Billy won't be able to introduce me like that anymore.
As a planet is genuinely sad. We're not going like, bit's gone.
Bit's gone.
Bit's gone. Sorry, any Gene Hackman's fans. I was a massive fan. We're all Tenenbaums.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel, and the more that I read into it, the more terrifying poor Gene's.
Danny Glover's still going though.
Yeah,
Just I'm trying to give
sometimes he would give it a bit of diversity.
trying to give it an up. There's Hulk Hogan briefly, but he's been kind of cancelled.
No, it was only
You know what I mean? We'll find someone else.
Gene Hackman was always my boy, though.
Yeah.
Pour one out for Gene.
For Gene.
I would do that. People at Monkey Battle are going to be pissed. So I would do that.
Billy Kirkwood, thank you very
Thank
much
you
for
so
sharing
much.
your joy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That'll be $7. Thank you.
Thanks very much for listening.
Thank
See
you.
you next week. Bye-bye.